All right.
Dude, I feel like I gotta pee again.
Uh-oh, already?
I've drank so much water.
That's a
so
bladder
hydrated.
infection or some shit.
Nah. I mean, I'm peeing every time.
It's only...
I'm trying to drink more water.
How's that going?
I try all the time. It doesn't fucking go well. I've said that multiple times on this podcast.
Right? Like, oh, fuck it. You want
Yeah.
a giant jug that counts how many waters you've drank? So it could be like room temperature water by the end of the day.
No. Yeah. Someone got Brandon a Stanley Cup for his birthday.
Oh, so he
one of
has defense mechanisms.
giant fucking Stanley Cups. And he's like, do you want it? No, I don't want to carry that shit around. It's fucking 18 pounds.
No. Get a workout in and hydrate?
Yeah. Jesus. Who needs that much water?
Oh my God,
It's
I would
enough
love
for a
one.
week.
You can give it to me.
Okay.
I'll drink
if he's giving, it says whatever insurance company on the side.
I don't care.
All right, cool.
Oh my God. Okay, wait, before we get started, we should address some things.
Oh, yeah.
God damn!
It turns out Erin and I totally forgot to record a Patreon episode for the month of November.
My bad, guys.
Like, it wasn't even on our radar.
Not
just
at
to
all.
explain how life has been lately. I don't know. How long have we been doing this for? Like, episode number fucking 50-something of Patreon?
Yeah.
How many
How many
that's
months
like
is that?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
So many how many years is that?
So many months,
and we've never
years.
missed a single fucking month. And this November, I feel like everybody can relate though. Like, life has just been fucking insane. For
Life is coming at
everybody.
us, at everybody right now, hard and to the fucking face.
I feel like every episode we come in here and we're like, wow, life is just life. And every week it's like worse. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even want to test it anymore. Anyway, the point being that we realize now, like this week we realized we didn't fucking publish
that shit
a
did not-
November episode. So you're going to get 2 in December. And we're thinking, I need to look at the settings to make sure I don't charge people, but we're thinking that what we'll do is like a sorry about it is this episode we'll post and publish the video for everybody for free as like a Christmas present. And
It's
also
a Christmas miracle.
to tide you over until we get 2 episodes recorded this
And
month.
so that you forgive us. Please be nice.
Yeah, we're really sorry. We love you. We're not just trying to take your money and not give you shit.
Yeah, I felt
We'll make
so
up for
bad.
it.
Yeah.
You know? And we use the money for the podcast. We're not rolling in dough, trust and
God, I
believe.
wish. Yeah.
And we love you and appreciate
We love
you
you.
so much.
And I'm so very sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Shit happens, man.
Even
have-
Dylan was like, is this a Patreon week? And I was like, no, don't be fucking stupid.
Yeah, then we both like panic, like, fuck.
Oh, wait, is it? Fuck.
Oh my God. So we're just going to research a bunch and record like 1 million.
Yeah.
All right? You guys, you just wait.
They're going to be coming at you hard and fast and to the face, just like life.
Yeah.
You know?
Hard and fast to the face, just like Tuesday nights
Just like Tuesday nights.
in my house. Just kidding. Anyway, so Erin, hit me with your goddamn.
My goddamn is actually a little glimmer of good news right now.
Hell yeah, I'm for
Hell
it.
yeah. My little baby chickies started laying eggs.
Oh my God, they are, and they're fucking bomb.
We got eggs,
Those
dog.
eggs are
We got
delicious.
eggs,
Holy
dog.
shit, I didn't know an egg could be so yummy.
They're so good.
They are really
They're
good.
so good. Oh my
Um,
God, I'm so excited. And they're like almost normal size. They're like a little bit smaller, but they're almost
They're
normal
perfect.
size.
It makes a full meal. Why didn't I get more eggs today?
Because I had them for dinner last night.
How many have they been laying?
So there's 2 that are consistently laying 1 a day. And then sometimes, so it's at least 2 a day, but it's been about 3 a day.
That's
that
a
we're
pretty
getting.
good turnover.
Yeah.
That's half your bushel.
That's half the bushel right now.
And I bet by next month it's going to be all of them.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out who's laying because we got 2 that'll lay blue eggs, 2 that'll lay green eggs, and 2 that'll lay brown eggs. And we've got brown and we've got green.
Mm-hmm. Haven't had a blue yet.
I don't think we've had a blue yet.
The one you gave me
colorblind,
for
so
sure
he's
was
like,
green.
See, I think so too. And then Brandon was like, these 2 are very slightly different. And I was like, they probably come from different chickens. And he's like, well, fucking obviously. And I was like, I don't understand what you're trying to say. And he's like, this one's blue. And I'm like, they're both green.
Do you think though that like one chicken lays only one shaded color of egg? Like they can't do various shades of the same color?
I'm sure they could. Maybe they got like more pigment in their butthole or something.
Yeah,
or it like
yeah.
changes over time.
I guess we'll figure it out
Yeah.
as days go on.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm ready for more eggs.
I'm sure
I had
they'll
to
vary.
Had to eat one of those fucking lame ass grocery store eggs this
Store-bought
morning.
eggs? God, like a peasant.
Like a peasant, damn it. Hell yeah.
Actually, you were going to get more last night, and then you canceled. And then I was like, eggs for dinner.
I know what we're eating.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, man, they're so fucking good. And I'm so excited. My little girls are growing up so fast.
Oh, that hard work is paying off. You're going to
Yeah.
be swimming in eggs.
It's all starting.
Hell yeah. This is the beginning. This is the beginning, guys. Her next goddamn in like 4 months is going to be like, I have too many fucking eggs.
Does anyone need eggs?
I will drop ship them.
Yeah, we have to ask the neighbor, or we asked the neighbor. He has like 2 teenage sons. Like, hey, would you guys mind watching the chickens while we go out of town for like Christmas or whatever?
Yeah.
And they were like, hell yeah, absolutely. I'm like, you take all the eggs you want.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they're such good kids.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
They're really pumped about it. I was like, you guys are fucking
Amazing.
spot on. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your goddamn?
Oh, mine is something that I haven't told a soul other than Lee. This week at work, I went into the office for the first time in fucking forever because I've just been consistently sick every time office time rolls around.
Fucking luckily. Conveniently.
Right? Oh, God, no, but it's been like awfully. Like I'm puking or my allergy eye thing happened where I can't see. Okay, so I'm leaving the office and you know those like arm things that get you in and out of parking garages and I have to like scan my badge to get in?
Yes.
Well, we have those, which I feel like is a farce because nobody's trying to park in our parking garage. Like there's nothing around. I'm sure at one day in its heyday, it might have been a fucking logistical nightmare and they were like, let's put these arms up for security. But really, there's like not really any. They're just kind of an inconvenience.
Yeah. It just makes everybody slow down.
Right, but they're progressively getting fancier and fancier. Like through COVID, they got the kind of arms that have like lights on them, so they'll be red, and then you scan in, and it turns green, and the arm lifts up, and then it'll be like, "Have a lovely day," or it says something that like, keep your ticket to match with your exit entry thing. I don't know what it says. I can never hear it, but it talks to you. And then when you pull into our parking garage now, it tells you like how many spots on each floor are open. Like when you go to a casino.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's not necessary. Like I've never once not been able to find a parking spot. And I'm never like, God damn, I wish they had the green light so I knew
Like
which
I know
one
what's
was
up on
open.
the 4th floor.
Yeah, what a waste of fucking money. Anyway, not that I'm bitter, but I'm leaving work. And to leave, there's a car in front of me. They scan their badge. They're pulling forward. The arm is starting to drop. It goes all the way down. I scan my badge and it lifts up and I start to pull forward because I'm thinking this car is about to go. Well, the car starts to pull out, then stops because it must have seen something coming, right? And it stopped for a hot minute, but the arm was staying up. And I was like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Don't matter.
Car takes off. The arm starts to close on me and I don't know what to do because like I'm going to get hit by the arm. So I think, I'm just going to gun it. Like I can see there's nobody here, so I'm just going to gun it. Well, the arm hit the roof of my car, and when I gunned it, it ripped the fucking arm off.
Nah!
It ripped the arm off, and it clatters to the ground. My window had been down because I badged, right?
What?
I fucking badged, so they know who broke this motherfucker. I'm the last one to badge out, homie.
Like I don't know. We never even had an arm. That shit wasn't connected when I badged out.
wires, everything, because it's a light up one, right?
Oh my God, Stacey, they spent so much money on
It's
it.
flashing. They can afford it. It's like flashing red on the
anymore.
ground.
Frivolous fucking Stacey McGee over here.
Oh
just
my
powering
God.
through it.
My face was like,
I bet.
so red. And
I
I'm by
bet.
myself.
Was anyone behind you? Was the car behind you like, what
There was
the fuck?
There was nobody behind me. There was somebody like up the street getting into a car across the street that I think had seen, but I didn't have my glasses
They
on, so I
probably
don't
didn't
really
know what happened though.
I literally just stopped and I was like, oh my God. And then I looked around. I was like, what do I do? Like yelling out into the abyss. Like, what do I do? Do I stop?
Did you stop?
Fuck no, there was no way around. I drove away. I was like, I have to get my kid from daycare. Like, I got a time limit, you know? Like,
Did you move it out of the road? Was it laid
fell?
across the road?
No, it fell out of the road.
Oh, that's lucky.
And you guys, it was the gentlest hit on my car. Like, I haven't looked, but I don't think I have a dent or a scratch. It didn't even feel like any. I was thinking like, oh, maybe it'll go back up. You know, like
probably
like
would
a
have
sensor?
touched it and just like gone right back up. Like, oops, you know?
That's what I thought it would have done, but maybe something on my car caught it when I was like gunning it,
Yeah.
trying to get the fuck out of its way. I
Yeah.
should have just stopped and let it like.
Touch. Yeah. It's
And
not
just
gonna
be
like cut your car in half. Yeah.
I don't know what it would have done, but
Yeah.
I thought it was going to bounce back up. I took that shit with me. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed. And I was like, I'm not going to tell anybody. And then driving.
I'm gonna tell everybody.
And now I'm telling everybody. And then driving in, I like, because you pass that exit way driving in. And I looked and there was like caution tape everywhere. And I was like, oh my God. But it was
crime
fixed
scene, bitch.
already.
Oh,
it was
that's
fixed already.
good.
The caution tape was like for like landscaping or some shit. And they
Oh.
fixed it already. So I'm like, this must happen more often than I think.
Yeah. It's
And
probably
then-
just an easy pop back on and like plug in the wires. or
because
whatever.
it barely, like, it wasn't, it didn't even make a sound on my car. It wasn't like gunk, gunk, gunk or something, you know? Like, it was just like a,
just made a sound outside. On
yeah,
the ground.
and it calamity'd to the ground. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I didn't know they were so, like, they must be that gentle so that they don't hurt your car.
Yeah,
but like,
'cause they
or
don't want that
fragile. Oh my God. And now I'm like, well, am I the problem? Because I badged and it was green and up and it started to close on me. But like, what else was I supposed to do? Just
Yeah.
sit there? I'm not trained for that. Nobody gives me a heads up like, hey, if the arm closes, just stay still.
Also, yeah, you're not trained for that. It's not your job.
Yeah.
Listen, you're just trying to escape.
So I hope I'm not like admitting
false
to like
imprisonment?
property damage or some shit, which I probably am.
God.
But listen, they can afford it. They've got plenty of fucking money there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And it was already fixed.
If anything, do a counterclaim on your insurance. Be like, top of my roof is probably scratched.
I should look at that before I say like broadcast this. But okay, so we were at like a team party yesterday, and it was like White Elephant Exchange or whatever, and we're all just sitting around shooting the shit. And one of my bosses was telling a story about how somebody almost like burned down the office or some shit, and I was like, because I was gonna tell the story, and then I immediately was just like, not here.
They're all gonna know.
And then I kept my fucking trap shut. I'm so proud of myself.
That is, yeah, I would have spilled the beans immediately. Like
Yeah.
to anybody. Like the homeless guy on the corner. I'm
Like-
like, did you fucking see that?
Oh, that I was yelling out the window like, "Hello, what do I do?" There was nobody around. There wasn't even a security person in the fucking security office. Like, it's stupid. Those arms are so fucking dumb.
Yeah, they are really
It's
dumb.
their fault for spending money on it. Anyway,
Honestly.
that's my goddamn. Is that I
Wow.
fucking broke off one of those arms. I'm not embarrassed now, but I was so embarrassed.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's so funny.
Ugh.
I used to work with a guy who he said his wife was getting gas and then she accidentally drove away with the gas
I've heard of
thing
that, yeah.
in her car or whatever and was like, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, right? And so she went back, like, or she, like, looped
This
around.
is yours.
Yeah, and she went inside and was like, what do I do? And the guy was like, well, we have to, like, file a claim with the insurance and blah, blah, blah. And then he looks at her and goes, it's honestly just easier if you drive away.
Yeah. Oh, good.
And she was like, noted. Like,
Here's
peace
your-
out.
Do you want this?
want this? I'll just leave it on the ground here. So, I mean, it's probably the same, you know?
Yeah,
Because then
yeah,
they'd
yeah.
have to find your insurance or go through that, where it's probably covered under their insurance anyway.
Well, and I feel like I still didn't do anything wrong.
No, but it, like, would have had to go on record or
Oh,
something,
for
like,
sure,
as you being
yeah.
involved in case
Yeah.
your car did have fucking damages, whatever, you know?
Yeah, I should really look at the roof. That was, I called Lee and I
The
was like,
roof
oh
is
my
none
God,
of your
this just
business.
happened. And Lee was like, is your car okay? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I didn't get out. I'm going.
I didn't get out and
fleeing
then
the scene.
climb up my fucking wheel well to see the top of my car. No.
And then I totally forgot about it
I
until
flee
that
the
moment in my meeting. And then now when I had to pick a goddamn.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, that's great.
Oh,
I
fuck.
don't think you should look at the top of your car. It's not like it's going to matter.
It's fine. Okay, give
All
me a
right.
murder story, girl.
I will.
Awesome.
Okay, we are going to go fucking out into Iowa City, Iowa. Okay?
There's a city called Iowa, too?
There's a city called Iowa City
God damn, talk about Inception.
in Iowa.
Well, that'd be weird if it was somewhere else.
Really would. Isn't Kansas City in Missouri?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It is.
Anyway, we're going to talk about, did not practice names.
Oh, yay. Love it.
Steven and Cheryl Sueppel.
Mm-hmm.
They got married on June 16th, 1990.
All right.
Okay? They lived out in Iowa City, Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
And Cheryl was an elementary school teacher.
Cheryl.
Okay.
Okay, bless her soul. We should pay her more.
Yeah, right. And
Thanks for
Steven.
babysitting my child.
Hey, don't call them babysitters. They get real mad about that.
Oh my God, it's pretty much what they have to fucking do half the goddamn time.
I mean, honestly.
I've volunteered before.
Yeah, it's awful.
Kids coming in with like caterpillars, and you're like, "What? You're supposed to be at your fucking desk. Where did you find that?" Like,
right.
I found it on the ground outside. Like, why were you outside?
When were you outside?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on, man?
Put it in your cubby. You can take it home when you go.
Yeah. That would be me as a teacher. Like, oh, let me get it a cup.
We'll recreate its natural habitat.
Yeah, give it a stick and a leaf.
Your mom will be so happy to have this later.
Honestly.
Okay, so she was an elementary school teacher, and Steven was a high-up executive, like a fucking vice president or some shit,
Oh, shit.
of Hills Bank and Trust.
Okay.
So a bank, right?
Okay.
High-up fucking bank executive.
Uh-oh.
So they're doing well,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Even if she's an elementary school teacher.
Right? That doesn't get paid nearly enough.
Yeah, but he made up for it, you know?
Yeah.
So
I
she
wonder-
could follow her dreams and educate the littles.
Ah,
You
bless
know?
her soul.
Yeah. And then they adopted 4 children from South Korea.
Jesus Christ, 4?
Fucking right off the bat.
Jesus.
I don't actually know if they adopted them all at once or like
Slowly
the situation
integrated them into their family.
Yeah, I don't know if
Like
it
you
was
fall
like
in love with one kid, you're like, God damn it, they got siblings.
yeah, I guess we'll take their fucking brother and sister too. 4 of them. But they're
Jeez.
Ethan, who was 10, Seth, who was 7, Mira, who was 5, and Eleanor, who was 3.
Wow, that's a whole range.
A whole fucking range. That's
At
what I'm
the
saying.
same time? Oh my God.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I mean, if they were all those ages at the same time living in a house, that's
they
a
were
lot.
all those ages at the same time. But yeah, I don't know if they got them separately, piecemeal, a la carte, or however children come.
A la carte.
Or if they came
can I
as a
get-
set.
Can I get one boy a la carte? Preferably 3 years old.
Yeah, maybe like a 10.
Bonus if he likes dinos, because we already have a lot of those.
Got a lot of dino shit. Yeah, so I don't really know what the situation around that was, but we'll say now.
Wait, side note, not to derail,
Okay.
but my kids have been pestering me to adopt a little sister. And I'm like,
Aw,
you
get the
guys
fuck out of here.
don't even know what you're asking for. Like, I will
Mom to
not
lose
pay
her
attention
sanity.
to you at all.
Yeah. Oh, but then no one will care about you.
Can't say that to them, though, you know?
They'll just never get it.
Oh
you
my
know?
God, but it's like every other night they're like, Mommy, can you still have babies?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, all the time. And then they're squishing my belly, and I'm like, I'm not pregnant.
Like, that's just breakfast.
Yeah, that's all my fucking snacks at the end of the night.
Right.
600 bags of hot Cheetos and Doritos.
They can have my baby girl. They basically have my baby girl. That's their
know.
fucking baby sister.
They want another sibling, and I'm like, hard pass. And then I'm like,
not.
do you want a little brother or sister? And they want a sister, and I'm like, well, if we try for another baby, you never know what you're gonna get. It could be a boy, and they're like, I don't want a boy, and I'm like, yeah, well then we could adopt, but that's your only other option. They're like, yeah, let's adopt, and I'm like, I don't know why I entertained this conversation.
I don't either.
I don't know what I was thinking.
They're like, cool, Mom, go ahead and buy one.
Yeah, go ahead and get one of those.
I'll take 2.
Which I've always talked about adopting, so maybe someday, but I feel like I'm not there yet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And if I adopted, the kid would probably be way older. Like, I don't think I would adopt a
Baby.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to go with like at least 4.
At least.
You know, you're
Yeah.
like getting
And then
out
what
of
if I fall
potty
in love with a
training.
4-year-old and then they have siblings? God. And it's a goddamn brother. Got more fucking boys in my house.
You have too many already.
I am
Got a lot of 'em.
I'm so in love with my boys.
I
Oh,
couldn't
wow.
imagine your youngest as a middle child, though. He doesn't have middle child energy.
No, he's definitely youngest energy.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Yeah.
got like the fucking Joker in him. Where he's just like high kicking off of stairs and shit and being like,
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
And then just suddenly coming out of your ass. Like, that's
Yeah.
where he's been this whole time.
yeah, 100%. Okay, murder.
Okay, so they adopted 4 kids in some kind of order, maybe all together. Okay?
No one knows.
No one knows. I don't know if they were all at once, blah, blah, blah. But they decided that Cheryl would quit her job as a teacher to be a stay-at-home mom, take care of the kids, and do all that kind of stuff, right?
She's gonna be a teacher at her house.
Yeah, she was like, I know how to do this shit.
On it.
We got it.
Mm-hmm.
So even though Cheryl left her job, they were able to keep up the same lifestyle that they had before kids. Like, it didn't take that big of a hit financially,
Well,
right?
that's nice.
She's a teacher.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
So sad.
However, as it would turn out, they could afford their lifestyle because old Steve over here had been double dipping at work.
What you mean? I was gonna say a banker, a VP. I bet there's some sneaky shit going on, but then I don't want to be rude and judgy because I've just gone down so many rabbit holes on that shit on our financial industry.
Well, he was doing that. He has little fingers in the pots all over the place.
Sticky fingers.
Apparently, he was embezzling money from the bank that he worked at.
Uh-oh.
And
Stealing the
between-
produce.
Stealing the produce. He stole all that broccoli.
Oh no.
Between
Not the kale.
all the green. Everything green, he was like, put it in this other bank account that I made at a different bank.
Oh no.
So between 2000 and 2007, he had stolen nearly $560,000.
God damn.
Okay? And then,
He was just
shocker.
literally transferring it from one account to another, like in small increments or something.
So I don't have the specifics on how he was actually doing it, but he did have another account at a different bank with a lot of money in it. And I don't really know how he was getting it.
Or was it like, you know how they used to give like company money for like parties and shit and you'd keep it in a drawer and then you just take that home?
Maybe. But that's a lot of money to have in cash.
Yeah, right.
You know?
For sure. Can you imagine?
Yeah, right? But obviously, the bank noticed.
Right.
They were like, we are short exactly $560,000, and I feel like
It matches your account over here perfectly.
you might have had something to do with that. Yeah,
See,
exactly.
And you had access to it, too.
Mm-hmm. So allegedly, when confronted initially, Steven admitted to the bank because they were like, hey, man, did you do this shit? And he was like, I fucking
Got
did
me.
that shit. But he said that he had stolen about $219,000, which...
like, keep it under a felony or something. I don't know.
maybe, Yeah. Significantly less, but still a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, for sure.
But he said it was to support his cocaine habit.
Not cocaine.
Oh, cocaine.
Uh-oh, doing them alligator tails.
Mm-hmm.
That nose.
Booger sugar?
Yeah, there you go.
There
I was like,
you go.
nose sugar?
So he was charged with 1 count of embezzlement and 6 counts of money laundering in February of 2008. And he was arrested.
Damn.
Okay?
Oh, no.
He was
Poor
facing...
Cheryl.
Cheryl? I know, right? She's like, bitch, we got 4 kids at home.
Yeah.
So 6 counts of money laundering, 1 count of embezzlement. He was arrested in February of 2008. He was facing 30 years for the embezzlement charge
God damn.
and 20 years for each money laundering count.
How many were there?
6.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
life.
That's all of it.
Fuck,
Like,
that's kind of crazy for like a
isn't
money
it?
crime. Yeah.
But also, you stole $500,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah, but also like how big is that bank? You know, that's probably crumbs to them.
Ooh, so
Like, if it's
now
Chase.
the corporation, what? Just because they can afford to lose the money means that they should, Stacey?
I'm just saying
Yes, the answer
life
is yes.
in
Fucking fuck them.
yeah. I'm just saying life in prison. If that's really what it is, the guy has a problem. I'm not advocating for it.
They're
but, like,
all probably like
wow.
concurrent. You know,
Okay.
like one of those. It doesn't specify, but I was like, damn, that's a long fucking time.
That's a long time.
Even
When
if it
we
was just
can-
the 30 years.
Well, we
that's a
can only
long
get
time.
like 13 years for an actual murder. Like that seems more invasive to my safety than like
Right.
some bank's money.
Right?
Yeah.
But, money apparently is worth more than people's lives nowadays.
Rules the world.
It's
You
ridiculous.
think girls do? Mm-mm. Some money.
But he was released on $250,000 personal bond.
He's like, ha! You're in luck. I have exactly that amount.
Please don't look in this account. Right? Give me a week or so. Can I still work while I come up with the money? But he wasn't considered a flight risk, so they were like, yeah, for sure, you can fucking get out. But apparently he only had to pay it back, like, if he fucking left or something, like, if he fucked up somehow, or
Oh,
if
is
he
that how that
violated...
works?
Yeah, if he violated the terms that they gave him, then he would have to pay it. But otherwise, he's
So
just
be
a
good
fucking
boy.
white middle-aged man who
Yeah,
worked at a
fucking
bank.
privilege.
Yeah, so they're like, it's okay, sir.
Yeah,
we'll take it from
You're not
here.
gonna hop a plane to Honduras or wherever the fuck it is you flew
Right.
to.
Wherever your other bank is actually located.
Fucking Switzerland.
Yeah. So during the investigation, the police searched his home and his computers and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't find any evidence of drugs, because remember he said he did it for a cocaine habit?
Yeah.
They didn't find any evidence of any kind of drugs, drug dealers, cocaine, whatever. None of that, right?
Okay.
But they did find this other bank account opened at a different bank that he had transferred hundreds of thousands of dollars into, right? So, like, this is exhibit fucking all of it.
Yeah. This is exhibit A through Z.
This is the entire exhibit that we're going to
Yeah.
prove you wrong with,
Yeah.
right? So he would stand trial for the embezzlement on April 21st, 2008.
Damn, they moved pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to make up for lost income, Cheryl started working again as
Aw.
an education and training coordinator at 4C's Child Care Resource and Referral. So
Wow.
she's like, wow, we're going through some shit right now. It's a little rough, but we're going to get through it. We'll push through it. She's going to start working to pay for their fucking legal woes now, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
What a gal.
And she's got these 4 fucking kids at home.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. But I guess he's not working. He can watch the kids.
Okay, that works. Yeah. He's out.
Yeah. He ain't got shit to do.
He out on bail.
Mm-hmm. So the trial's coming up. Stress levels probably pretty high
Right.
around the Sueppel household.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody seems to be adjusting, right? And so the family celebrates Easter and goes to Mass where they see both of their sets of parents.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's perfectly peachy. Everyone's like, yeah, everything was great. We all fucking hung out. It was Easter. Of course we did. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
right. Nice little family day.
Mm-hmm. Nice
God's
little family
Day.
day. They go home, and then around 8 p.m., a family friend comes by. They hung out with Steven for a while, and I guess they were like hanging out in the garage or somewhere else. But at one point they saw one of the kids and Steven was normal. Everybody's normal. They're like, whatever, right? Normal visit.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Obviously,
Everything, I'm fine.
something's not fine
Yeah,
here in a minute.
Something is
right?
a mess.
Something is gonna be amiss. So, then at about 11:30 p.m., Steven called and left a message at his dad and his brother's law firm.
Okay.
They work at a law firm together, okay?
Oh, he's the odd man out, huh? Didn't go to law school,
But he was like the vice president of a bank.
right?
He was doing well for himself too, you know? It was a high fucking ranking family, I guess. So he leaves a message for them at their law firm. Obviously, they don't get it because it's 11 p.m. at night or 11:30 at night. They're not there. They don't get
It's
it.
Sunday.
And it's 2008. I don't think they were forwarding shit to their fucking cell phones then,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And it's also, it's Easter Sunday. Nobody's
Yeah.
fucking
Working.
at work then.
Yeah.
So he left a message. They don't get the message until obviously way later. But in said message, he tells them that his family's in heaven.
Like how? Like, hey, just wanted to call let you know that, my entire family, they're in heaven. They got in.
Quick update.
Yay.
Yeah. Don't know. So then at 6:31 a.m. the next day, 911 gets a call from Steven, but he didn't identify himself. We just know that it was Steven later, right?
Hi, this is Steven.
Hello? You're speaking with Steven.
I have an emergency.
And when they picked up, he gave them his home address and was like, you need to go there immediately. And they were like, fucking why, right?
Yeah,
I would
we
like
have
to know more
questions.
details. Please don't hang up. And then he hung up.
Ugh.
I'm out of here. So police show up to his house at around 6:45 a.m. Knock on the door. Nobody answers.
Uh-oh. What's
So-
Steven do?
They eventually gain entry. And inside, they find
Oh, God.
Cheryl
Cheryl?
beaten to death in the master bedroom.
Beaten?
Beaten.
Oh, my God. Okay, so this is going to be violent.
Beaten. This is a violent one.
Why?
I don't have a lot of
why?
details, though. It's pretty much all you're going to get.
Okay, no, honestly, that's fine. I prefer not at this time. I mean,
Honestly.
we've scarred ourselves so much on this goddamn podcast.
Yeah.
But, why would you, you're going to go away forever? I'm speculating here. Before you get too far into the whole story, I'm guessing
Preach. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're going to go away forever. And perhaps he's going to off himself in the story. I don't know. Maybe he's not going to off himself. Either direction, why your family? They already know what you did. It's not like you're hiding anything. You're not putting them out of their misery. Oh my God, that's awful. And beaten. Fucking slip something in the wine at night,
Very aggressive way to go.
Fucking at Mass. There, the Christ, the blood of Christ.
Yeah,
and
let's
then
all
you
drink
just
the-
sleep
yeah.
forever.
The blood of Christ and just take a nap after.
Yeah,
Put on
get
your
a
fucking Nikes or whatever.
Yeah, put on some Nikes and a purple cape
Yeah, and just
over your body.
peacefully
And
get the
50
fuck out of there.
cents in your pocket for the fee on the ride out.
Yeah, nope. He was going hardcore.
Oh my God. Okay, so she's beaten.
Beaten to death in the master bedroom. They believe that it was with a baseball bat.
Holy shit.
Holy fucking shit.
My God.
The 3 older kids were found in their separate bedrooms,
Oh my God. Okay.
beaten
No.
or bludgeoned to death.
Why? Also, I always wonder whenever it's like this, when it's multiples and it's a very dramatic way to die.
Like, did
how?
they know?
Yeah, but if they're in their own room, that makes me think that they didn't wake up or something. Like it was done at night and they didn't wake up.
So, can't speak on that yet. So, they were all found in their separate bedrooms. The 3 of them were found in their separate bedrooms, beaten to death. The youngest child was found beaten to death in the downstairs toy room.
Jesus Christ.
Okay?
Yeah.
Stephen was nowhere to be found.
God damn it. He didn't off himself. I was hoping he offed himself in there.
Well, obviously, they start
Beat
looking for
himself to
clues. Fucking right?
Yeah.
Ha, that seems difficult.
Yeah.
So, they're
So
looking for
does
clues.
stabbing yourself, but evidently it's possible.
That's true. That's true.
Some hesitation blows.
That sounds terrible. So they're looking around. They check the home's answering machine, and they find a few messages from Steven on his home
On
answering
his
machine.
own? Okay.
Mhm.
What's it say?
The first one was left at about 3:50 a.m.,
Jesus Christ.
and he was talking about how much he regrets everything.
What?
Presumably, like the bank money laundering situation,
Okay.
but also
Still weird. Like,
probably
why are
the
you calling your
murders.
house and doing this? And
Right.
everybody's just dead in your house, and you're just
Yeah.
talking to a dead house. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Right.
Ugh.
Okay. 11 minutes later, he calls back.
I'm not done with my These are my confessions.
He said, and one more thing.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Just when you thought I said all I can say, I got another no way. I don't remember the words.
I don't either, but I feel like you're crushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, this is part 2 of my confession.
Yeah.
And
I know.
he talks about how he tried to drown himself in the Iowa River at Lower City Park, which is about 14 minutes away from his house. But he, quote, kept floating. I don't mean to laugh because
No,
obviously he's gone through some
shit.
shit. But, like,
He's like giving fucking updates along
he
the way.
is. He's calling his home where his dead family is lying.
He's like, I don't want my story to be gone in vain.
Yeah, he's like,
Nobody is witnessing this, and they need to know that at least I tried to
let me
drown
tell you
myself.
all of the things. Yeah. And he's like, anyway, that one didn't work.
I keep floating. But keep your fucking head down. I don't know, man. Put some
Knock yourself out. Fucking
Cement shoes,
hyperventilate
bitch.
until you pass out and then dink in there.
You know,
Drive your car into the lake and
take
just
a lot of pills
don't
and lay on a
unbuckle.
floaty and see what happens.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Oh my God.
He just kept floating. He's like, this is impossible.
Could you?
Can't
I keep
even.
floating. I'm not meant to die. I'm
Yeah.
just so superior in the human species race.
In every way.
I have
You
gills.
know?
Yeah, must be a sign.
So no one
like
knows.
also, if you weren't gonna have life before, you fucking certainly will now. What a goddamn idiot!
Like, why are you digging yourself this bigger hole?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And just getting yourself into more trouble and causing more trouble along the way.
right.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. So nobody knows what happened or where he was between 4 a.m. and the 6:30 911 call.
Okay,
Okay?
that he
'Cause
called it.
He called and was
Yeah.
like, yo,
Okay,
I tried to drown
Great
myself.
point.
It didn't work. And
He's
then he
still
called
alive.
911 at 6:30. So that's like an hour and a half or whatever.
trying
4,
to find
5,
another
6.
way. Nothing happened.
2.5 hours.
Apparently. No new updates, huh?
No updates. But almost immediately following the 911 call, there was a report of a crash on the I-80. A minivan had crashed into a signpost and burst into flames, and witnesses said the crash looked intentional. So when
What a
responders...
weird way to go. You're just gonna fucking ruin the city too. How inconvenient. I don't have any
Bro
pity.
is so
Yeah.
entitled.
Honestly.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And the
You could have
minivan?
hurt other people.
Yeah.
my
You could have
God.
hurt all these first responders that burst into flames.
Caught the whole goddamn town on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just take some pills and lay on a goddamn floaty and hope you drown.
Or just,
Yeah.
take one for the team.
Or,
Not to
just
say that that's what
go
you
to
should do.
fucking
Or go
prison.
to fucking jail. Or
Yeah.
don't steal $500,000.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Or don't kill your whole family. You know, you had a lot of choices. You failed in all of them.
Yeah. So when responders showed up on the scene of the crash, they found the minivan completely engulfed in flames. They found a body inside, completely burned and unidentifiable.
Wow.
It
Okay.
was later identified using dental records as Steven.
That sounds like the worst way to go.
Yeah. But I guess it'd probably be relatively instant if you died during the crash.
Like if you hit your head or something
Yeah.
knocked out.
Yeah. Do you think he, unbuckled first?
Could
Do
you
you
imagine
unbuckle
if he had
first?
planned all that and he fucking wore a seatbelt? Like, what?
Safety first.
What? I gotta have it.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I probably would have too.
I
Like a
probably wouldn't
goddamn idiot.
Thought about it. Like, I wouldn't have thought about unbuckling to be less safe, to ensure that you die. That sounds
I don't want to fly out of the car.
hard. Yeah. But they identified him as Steven from the dental records, and it was their family minivan, right?
Yeah.
But, Jesus Christ, that's a really intense thing
Honestly,
to do.
wow. And now it's just such a mess for everybody to clean up.
Honestly. But maybe he's giving people jobs.
He doesn't really care.
No, he doesn't. Also, according to the investigators, they were able to piece together that Steven had murdered Cheryl, and then he had taken the 4 kids into the garage,
Oh my God.
where he tried to kill them and himself using the exhaust from the minivan.
Oh my
I
God.
think this may have been left on one of the messages, but I'm not positive.
Okay.
if
Like,
it
how do
was.
they know this?
Yeah. But
Maybe
that
they could see on the
failed.
car log too. Like it was just running but not moving.
But I don't know, the car kind of fucking exploded.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously that failed, and he proceeded to bring them to their rooms to beat them to death individually.
Jesus. Like you wait here. I'll be. But they could you imagine waiting and hearing?
No.
Like what the fuck?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's awful.
Horrifying. But that's pretty much all I have for you.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So homie just stole a bunch of money, then offed his entire fucking family.
Yeah, this guy was a
He
vice
had to be
president.
hiding way more.
I don't know. Maybe he's like, there's no way I'm getting out of this, or wait until they find this other thing, or whatever. But he was the vice president of a bank. He stole a bunch of money, got caught. Instead of facing the consequences or manning up in any kind of way or trying to fight it or doing literally fucking anything or even just offing himself, he offed his entire family first and then himself.
See, that makes me think there has to be more to it, like cartel or something is going on. That, like, why was he embezzling this money and keeping it on a side account? Like, Cheryl didn't know about it, it sounds like.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
doubt
true.
Cheryl knew about it just because she's like, anyway, I'll start work again. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think she knew they had a little nest egg that was over here. Or maybe she did. I don't know. But I think he was also spending the money because she quit her job and they were still living the same lifestyle that they were beforehand.
That's true.
Plus 4 additional kids now.
But, like, did he do it for his family? Because it doesn't sound like it if you're going to kill your whole family.
Maybe he did it for, like, the appearances of his family.
Maybe it's like how my last week's episode where the dad was just, like, fucking fed up. Like, you
Right.
guys are leeching all the money out of me.
If we're not going to be a goddamn team.
Yeah. Somebody isn't going to help me.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
my God.
the only other little weird side note that I have for you
Yeah.
is that the home that everyone was murdered in was put up for sale in September of 2008. So,
Yeah.
like, shortly after he was,
Like the little
everything happened.
boom.
Yeah, the little thing. Yeah, right? It was put up for sale, and then it sold in 2009, and now they've been trying to sell it since June of 2023, and it's still on the market for $474,900. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom,
Damn.
3,100 square foot house.
Holy shit.
Big ass fucking house. Granted, I don't know if that's what it looked like in
Lot of
2008,
money.
but Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah.
I said a lot of money. I'm in a lot of house. It's actually very cheap for the amount of house.
In
for San
California,
Diego
it's
prices.
unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mansion
Yeah.
for really cheap in
I want to see
California.
the Zillow listing. Is it in your notes?
Actually, I didn't link it. Shit, I'll link it.
Okay, good.
I'll link
I
it
wanna see
tonight.
that shit.
But there's surprisingly no mention of the murders in the Zillow listing, and there
How convenient.
have been murders in 4 out of the 5 bedrooms, and an attempted murder in the garage.
Do they
and
have
one
to disclaim
murder
all
downstairs
that?
in the toy room.
Like, has it been so many years that they don't have to disclaim it anymore?
I think they have to disclose anytime there's a murder in a house.
Disclaim it.
Yeah,
disclose. Thank you.
Disclose it, disclaim it. I think they have to tell you anytime there's a murder in the house. I
think
thought. Granted, I don't think they have to put it on the Zillow. Like, the
Yeah,
realtor
it's
might
gotta be-
have to be like, yeah, and some people lost their lives.
Was just violently murdered.
Back
An
in
entire
2008,
family.
There's a little bit of an incident. You know, however they have to say it.
Haunting
Yeah.
occasionally.
It has some quirks. The house
Kind of nice. Yeah, there's some.
has a little bit of a personality. Or however they say it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
However
but-
you would sell that as a real estate agent.
Yeah, but it's on the market. Fucking beautiful home.
Oh my
Big,
God.
beautiful home.
Damn.
Relatively cheap
For our standards.
for our
anyway.
standards.
As
in
you're
San
house
Diego.
hunting in the fucking
As I'm
goddamn
literally-
near million mark.
As I'm literally house hunting and like, what can I afford?
And you can't afford any of it. Like, you're
Fucking
going to have to
nothing.
go into debt and just pay for it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's
just so you can have a fucking house.
That's the plan, is
Yeah.
to just do it and then maybe pawn the debt off on my kids at some point. you know,
Someday, if you
when
can
I
only
die.
hope. Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be a lower interest rate that I can give them.
And they'll be so stoked because they'll be like, my mom already started paying for this house.
right? She paid some of it.
Yeah, I got this for a steal.
Yeah.
My
God,
God.
That's all I'm aiming for right now.
I know,
Yeah.
honestly. Right there
Yeah,
with
but
you,
seeing
girl.
that, I'm like, I'd live in a murder house, I guess.
1,000%. I'd live in a murder house anyway. Like, if it's all cleaned up and all the biohazards removed and everything, and like the person who did the murdering had nothing to do with like this house is very easy to break into and steal shit. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
like
yeah,
if it
yeah.
was like like that, I
It-
would 1,000%.
Yeah.
And I would hope that that family would fucking haunt me in like a kind way. I'd be like, dude, knock on this wall.
Well, and he died outside, so
Yeah.
like he probably wouldn't haunt you, just her and the kids.
You think he could? I would just tell him no. I'd be like, you're not welcome in this house anymore. And then
Sir?
Cheryl would be on my side. Go, Cheryl.
Well,
Go,
okay.
Cheryl would be like,
I would think so, but that's kind of the other thing is they were all buried together. Not that that's necessarily
with
weird.
Steven?
With Steven.
I mean, it's not like you get much of a say, but like,
No.
seems a little
I think so too. But the family is like, yeah, it was just a really fucking big
Rough
tragedy
time.
all around.
just a rough time for Steven.
See, and they're not like defending him or what he did, but it's just like, yeah, this was really shitty, all of it, and so they buried them all together. And they
Do you think
mourned
they had already
everybody.
bought the plots and they're like,
That's what I was kinda thinking, too. Like, we're gonna waste it.
Oh, you're gonna know.
Yeah,
you know what I
like,
mean?
Put him in this one back here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or is
but
he
how
like
fucking
under
sad is that?
Cheryl? You know?
Just the bottom of the
That's how
barrel.
they're going to do my parents, evidently. Like, they buried my dad
Stack 'em.
extra deep.
Yeah,
And then my mom's
yeah.
going to go on top. And then every time we visit, I'm like, is it weird that you're visiting your grave? And they're just going to put her name on the back of his headstone.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Like,
no.
Mom, someday I'll come here without you.
Yeah. My mom's buried with other people now.
She gone, bitch.
Other folks. Granted, she was cremated, though, so it wasn't like a full-ass body.
I think it's so weird that we embalm and bury. I know I've said this like a million times, but like embalm and then put into a case. Like, put my body in the dirt. Let me biodegrade naturally. If coyotes find me and dig me up and you see my hand running down the street, just be like, that's what Stacy wanted.
It's the circle of life. Yeah, I kind of agree.
Moves us up.
My dad's like, just a fucking cardboard box is going to be fine.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll buy you
I feel like that's a whole industry. I'll buy you pie?
Pine. All
See?
spring
Pine.
for pine.
Yeah, that's great. There you go. Just make it yourself. It's so sentimental.
I could just crochet.
You can't
in the
just like
box.
bury someone in the backyard though. It's like a legal issue.
I think you can,
Shut the fuck up.
but I think you have to get a permit or like you have to go through some city regulations. But I think you can.
I would love to just be buried in my backyard. Like, I want to be in a cemetery with a bunch of other people. I don't fucking know anybody there.
I'll bury you in a backyard.
Well, like after, with my family. And then just like let the house go through the family. They'd be like, it's not even that great of a house. I'm like, yeah, but Stacey's
Yeah, but
buried
fucking
there.
grandma's in the back. We can't sell it legally.
Yeah, yeah, like it's a problem.
It's a problem. They didn't get it permitted, and I'm not a grave robber, so
then
I'm
call
not
me the
going to
old,
dig her
like,
up.
Ball and chain,
Not willing to risk that haunting.
Old battle axe back there. Fucking let us have nicer things. And I'd haunt the fuck out of everybody. I'd be like, come out at midnight. I'd just be sitting around like,
I'll just be floating up here.
fucking hitting the wind chimes and shit. I'm gonna haunt the fuck out of everybody. I just want everybody to know when I die, I'm gonna haunt the fuck out of you guys.
You
You'd
better.
be like, I think that might be Stacy. It definitely is Stacy.
It's Stacy. Good. I need to be haunted. I need a good haunting in my life, you know?
No, it's like my favorite pastime.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, goddamn.
God damn.
If you guys want to check out pictures pertaining to Erin's case, go to our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, Threads. You can also email. Oh, wait, our handle is at ISGD Podcast. And you should join our Facebook group. It's called the Goddamn Pod Group.
It's on Facebook.
And you should come. You can email us at isgdpodcast@gmail.com or snail mail us at
P.O. Box 2764, Spring Valley, California, 91979.
79.
Well, you're taking the 7 now, too?
Whatever, I just wanted to join in.
Bye.
Bye.
Miss you. Sorry about Patreon. We'll make it up to you.
Sorry about everything, and we love you.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Oh my god, these poor people are like, stop yelling in my ear.
I know, right? They're like, I thought it was over.
Can't fucking hear shit now.